Now, many people these days are looking around for an opportunity to holiday at home, a staycation with a difference, if you like. So how about an electric bike holiday? Because Limerick claims to be the only place in Europe where you can enjoy an organised electric bike holiday. Now, our Joan O'Sullivan came along to try out the concept and to see if life really does look better from the saddle of a bike.
You could be forgiven for thinking that these people have never been on a bicycle before, and in some respects you'd be right, because these are electric bicycles, and this is the world's only known electric bike holiday.
If you've never ridden an electric bike before, the feeling the second you take off it's very good. I mean, everybody has a smile on the face the second they go the first 20 feet on the electric bike. But there's a little learning curve. You've got to get used to it. You've got to, just learn how to handle the thing a bit more, because there is power there.
Marty Mannering is originally from the northeast of England, but has been living in Limerick for the past 20 years.
I actually work in Limerick City as a firefighter for the day job. But there was always the intention of having a family business. And we worked very, very hard at finding something that wasn't building houses or hotels or, construction, even though that was something I worked in engineering for many years. And I was determined that I wouldn't go through what people had to go through and what I had to endure in the northeast of England. And we decided, myself and my son, one day, to look into it quite seriously, into the electric vehicle business and where would it go in Ireland in years to come.
The Mannerings began importing and assembling electric bikes for sale 6 years ago. Some had to be made quite specifically for the Irish market.
Everybody knows the traditional High Nelly bicycle. We actually produce those in electric, and there's another thing that's not done anywhere else in Europe or anywhere across the world. And the reason we had to do that, I'd get people that would say, I'm not going to ride that's a lady's bike. And it's not a lady's bike. I mean, the frame that Irish people think is a lady's bike is actually what's classified as a European frame. But we sell more bicycles with crossbars than in proportion to the amount we sell than any other European country. And here's your battery, this fella, and your motor is in the back wheel, here, okay? 250 watt motor, varying types of batteries, but they all work in pretty much the same way.
While we Irish were still getting to grips with the idea of electric bicycles, Marty introduced a concept to help us along, the electric bike holiday.
2 years ago we ran the first electric bicycle holiday ever that we can find any record of ever, anywhere. Everybody that comes on this sort of holiday are out for a bit of crack, and they're all out for a bit of fun. They want to experience different bicycles, and we can do that. There's nowhere else you can go and ride a bicycle that's worth €600 and then, 3-4 miles up the road, jump onto a bicycle that's worth €3,500, and then you can actually, for yourself, differentiate between what that bicycle is and what that bicycle is. Just like driving, a very basic car and then somebody giving the opportunity to jump into a Ferrari.
Marty runs both week-long electric bike holidays and test weekends like this one, where people can try different bikes and see if the experience suits them.
My job is to actually marshal the whole trip. So I actually ride a Vectrix electric motorcycle, which is another fairly unique product and the only one in this country. It's a lovely experience to be able to go through the streets of Adair, but one of our main objectives is to get off any sort of traffic congested route. So we go through Adair because it is such a lovely place, and off we go up to the end of Adair, take a right, and then we're out into the wilderness.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Good. We travel for around about 8 miles. Then we get to Askeaton, which is another lovely picturesque village. We stay there for a little while and we visit a Franciscan priory, which is there, that was built in something like 1260. It gives everybody a little break off the bike and a nice tour of this abbey, which is a fabulous thing to see. So we spend about an hour there, and then we're back onto the bikes again. And then we travel across the main road down to Ballysteen, the village of Ballysteen. Ballysteen is a little gem of a village that's hidden away in the west of Limerick. It's got some lovely tucked away little hiding places. One of them is Bay Castle, which is right on the edge of the Shannon Estuary. and lots of people wouldn't know it actually exists. And that was one of the real attractions for us picking the route that we picked. It's got a lovely old castle there, a watchtower, and the pier is there, and a slipway. And
coffee, please.
we also then take the opportunity to put something on there for lunch. So there's tea, sandwiches, home-baked cake, that sort of thing. My wife and my mother-in-law, they look after that side of things, so it is really an all hands to the pump family business.
And of course there's the opportunity to explore a little known part of the west of Ireland. But what do our cyclists make of their test experience so far?
I found it fantastic. I did about 20 miles. It felt like about 2 miles. I could have done another 20 miles, no problem. I'm from Newcastle West, in West Limerick, not far away from here. But I've seen parts of Limerick, like I said, I've never seen before.
It was really fun, and the cycling the electric bikes was a good experience. And the weather was holding off for most of the day.
And do you think you'd do it again?
Definitely.
Were you able to keep up with all the grown-ups?
Yeah.
Were you even better than some of the grown-ups?
Some of them.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and they're very good and very easy to ride, and very comfortable, and they have great battery life. When you get on in life, and if you have arthritis or anything like that, it's a great help. There's a lot of people out there that's giving them a complete new lease of life.
People with disabilities find them absolutely miraculous. I mean, these things, as opposed to pushing yourself around in a wheelchair, to jump up on a bicycle. I mean, that's something maybe people with disabilities thought that they never would ever be able to do again.
The journey is set to continue now, both for our cyclists and for Marty, who feels it's only just begun.
I think, personally, that the sky is the limit, certainly for my son, who, as I say, is studying his renewable energy qualifications at the moment, and everybody seems to want to jump on the renewable energy bandwagon. But I'd like to think that the people driving that renewable energy bandwagon is us.
Pedal power with a little electric boost to help you on your way.